Round 3. We won the die roll. We're going to play first. Yeah, we got to keep this. All right. Let's see Fertile Thicket come up huge for us this time, right? I guess once again, if Fertile Thicket had been Mountain, it would have been fine. All right. Well, found the Mountain anyway, so. Once again, though, put our 2 6-drops on the bottom, which is kind of a bummer. We don't have any shuffle effects either. Is that right? No, Pilgrim's Eye. We do have a shuffle effect. All right. Well, as long as we have a shuffle effect. Ooh, Boiling Earth seeming good in this match. Opponent thinks we're playing Rug Converge, maybe, because of that Fertile Thicket. Retreat to Kazandu. Alright. Clutch Occurrence is nice. Alright. Do I bust the Boiling Earth already? That is the question. Ooh. Guess a little bit less necessary now. Yeah, it's a question, alright. See, now I'm a mana away from awakening it, though. Which makes me prefer to wait. I think I'm just gonna Molten Nursery. And then swing for 2 and pass. So if I draw a land, if he plays a land and he pumps, my Boiling Earth does less work, but it also gives me a 4/4, which is pretty good. Otherwise, I could have just taken out, I could have 1-for-1'd, which is reasonable. I think this plays fine too. Maybe even plays another Eyeless Watcher. And then even if I don't draw a land, I'm feeling pretty good. Hey. Continue to gain life. I'm okay with that. I wouldn't mind seeing Eyeless Watcher number 2. Alright, well, Bane of Balagad. I got something better in mind for you, my friend. Alright. Decided to go on the pump plan. Painful Truths. Gaining some life, drawing some cards. Alright, so I could go Boiling Earth here for max value, sack the Scion, attack for 9. Just pretty big. It's definitely big. Otherwise I can just Rush of Ice. Probably is better. Just in case he's got Bone Splinters, I think I want to split my... Do I want to split my attack? Probably. There's a good chance he's got Bone Splinters. All right. He's playing 3-color. He can play Bane of Bala Ged. Then I can play Boiling Earth, swing with Team, and I think he's still dead. If his best play is Bane of Bala Ged. Alright, Demon's Grasping there. And Vampiric Rites. Okay. So yeah, it's just Boiling Earth and my opponent's dead. Oh wait. Doesn't work now. That's okay. We can just Yeah, wait, my opponent is dead. He's gonna Vampiric Rites and draw a card or whatever, but then I just play a Vile Aggregate. Actually, I guess I'd rather my opponent know about Merc Strider. Vile Aggregate's a better card. Okay, so play against Jund. Not much else information-wise known. Vampiric Rites and Retreat are good. I don't have outs for those. Still do not have much of a sideboard, so I think we'll just stick to what's working and try again. Pretty excellent hand here, since we get to go Aggregate into Sky Spawner, which is pretty powerful. Ooh, Zulaport Cutthroat's a pretty excellent card for my opponent's strategy. Alright. Opponent's doing some stuff. Tidecaller's not bad, I guess. Let's drop the Aggregate and pass. Ooh, Grove Rumbler's good too, though. So I guess I can Touch of the Void the Rumbler, prevent some damage to us. We're going to get hit by this. Oh, we don't get hit by the Cutthroat, that's right. Bloodbound Vampire is pretty good with the Cutthroat. Deathless Behemoth is also pretty good, though. Alright, so let's go Sky Spawner, pass, I think. Attack him with Aggregates. Trade an Aggregate for a Bloodbound does not seem that good, especially since next turn I'm getting a 6/6. Ooh, Bloodbound number 2. It's pretty good. That's pretty good too. Guess we play the Behemoth. So what happens if I swing with Aggregate here? He could block with. I could make this a 6/5. So I guess he could just double block here, and then this becomes a 5/5. I don't love that. Let's just play Deathless Behemoth and pass, or not pass. Get in with Sky Spawner, and then pass. So his guys get bigger. It's pretty good synergy. Ooh, incubator drone. That's pretty good too. So let's say I swing with aggregate now. It potentially comes 7-5. So you can double block that. I can get Behemoth back with drone or spawning bed, so I think Behemoth comes in. I think aggregate comes in too. This just feels right. I don't think his blocks are fantastic here. And the fact that the vamps get bigger, I think, is making this a sexier play. So I guess I trade an aggregate for a blood bond vamp. And then what? My opponent takes 8. That block's way better for us. So now we get to kill 2 of his guys. Yeah, he shouldn't have triple blocked, I don't think. But we'll accept it. So his guy's going to turn into a 6/6, I guess, because separate triggers. It still leaves us in pretty good shape, though. Okay. So Bloodbind Vamp gets bigger again. I guess he can make it huge with the retreats and some life gain. We've got Clutch of Currents. Is that the only way to deal with it, I guess? Merc Strider. Yeah, we can do Merc Strider too. All right, so we've got a couple outs. We're not like immediately worried about the Bloodbound Vamp just yet. So, hoping our opponent doesn't have Rising Miasma. Okay. One card left in our opponent's hand. So, pretty much in a top deck war at this point. There's our Merc Strider. So that deals with the only threat we cared about. So you can eat a token and take a ton of damage. All right. Swatcher gives him some blockers. Also potential for some life gain there. Oh my god. And we just top deck magic. Top deck just magical cards. Guess that does make that guy pretty big, though. We still can attack with that. Let's say we attack with everything. Let's say he blocks everything. He could take 10, 14. He can actually take a lot of damage here. I guess we just attack with Deathless Behemoth. If he blocks our next biggest guy, he blocks a token. He takes 6, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage. Might still be worth it to attack with everything. I haven't fully decided yet. No cards left in hand? Yeah, I think it's probably in our best interest to attack with everything. He eats a 4/4, and he maybe eats a token or trades with a Merc Strider. I think he eats a token, though. And he takes 6, 8, 11, 14 damage, and we lose 2 guys. Yeah, I think we just swing with everything. He could potentially gain some life here, but I think he's still in some trouble. Him taking 14 is a huge deal when he's in top deck mode with 2 blockers to our 7 attackers. He did decide to trade off the Cutthroat, which I think ultimately is going to be good for us too. This guy gets bigger. He goes to 5. I think our opponent's still in pretty big trouble, though. He's got a top deck pretty hot here. Call of Silence is probably one of the best top decks you could have asked for. So, Tidecaller plus Boiling Earth. Use it, 1 blocker to our bunch of attackers. All right. So got the draft. Thought our deck was pretty good. I didn't think it was insane, but got there. So that's cool. Yeah. Fun little blue-red brew. Played some fairly challenging matches. I thought all of our opponents' decks were pretty interesting. Round 1 opponent was like also Esper. Round 2 and 1 opponents were Esper. Round 3 opponent John. So all 3 color decks, pretty interesting. Molten Nursery played reasonably well for us. Fertile Thicket Plan didn't work as well as I would have liked, but the sample size is still small enough where if I ever come up with a deck that's not as color intensive as this one is, I might try it again. But Spawning Bed, of course, insane, and everything else just good. So hope you enjoyed it. I guess the next draft will be an 8-4. We'll see you then.